All right, welcome to the W2W Live. It's going to be a short edition today. I am running solo just for a brief moment. I'm going to fill you guys in on tonight's festivities. But before we get started, I want you guys to just give you guys a few minutes to get in here to notice that this is a live YouTube broadcast. I want you guys just to hold on a quick second too. I'm going to simultaneously go live here on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you guys could just hang in there with me just for 1 second as I get this thing fired up, as I'm getting interrupted. All right, just hold on 1 second. I'm getting a phone call, which I didn't expect at the moment. So I just got to let this go. Timing. I never get phone calls at this time. All right. Unbelievable. Okay, there we go. There's 1 second here. All right, guys. All right. So we're live on Facebook as well. I'm going to let everybody get a chance to find the Facebook feed here too. Then I'll introduce myself, let you guys know what's going on, what tonight's event is all about. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to let everybody that's watching on YouTube kind of get in on this, as well as Facebook. Let everybody get a chance to get into the feed. All right, just to kick things off though, what about our Raiders being 7-2, y'all? Huh? Top of the West, top of the AFC West. I got to look at two cameras here, so it's kind of crazy. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing started. I'm seeing some likes going across the screen here on Facebook. You guys want to watch this on Facebook? It's on Oakland Raider Football on Facebook. You guys can go check that out, or you guys could just stay right here live on YouTube, simulcasting right now. We're live on YouTube and live on Facebook. Will to Win, expanding its brand. All right. Big shout out to everybody on Oakland Raider Football. Much love. Just to let you guys know on Facebook, if you guys are new to the Will to Win, I am Jason, also known as The Knight on the Will to Win. I'm one of the co-founders of the Will to Win broadcast on YouTube. Big shout out to everybody on the Oakland Raider Football page, everybody that does all the live content, all the admins. Much love to everybody. Much love to the Raider Nation. Our 7-2 Oakland Raiders are doing their thing. Just to kick this thing off real quick, I just want to remind everybody that doesn't know, because there's a lot of new followers and there's a lot of people here on the Oakland Raider Football page. So I just want to let you guys know that I do suffer from a visual impairment, so I will not be able to read your comments. So I do apologize, but I got some good news as we head into this broadcast to let you guys know, to get your guys' voices heard. When we go live on Facebook, when Pete, aka the Pirate, is on live Facebook, he'll be able to take your comments from the comment section. So I just want to put that out there. So let's go ahead and talk a little Raider football before we get into tonight's broadcast. That'll be airing at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time tonight, YouTube as well as on Facebook. The Raiders are 7-2. We handled our business against the Denver Broncos on national television. And with everything that's going on in the country, right, that's the one thing that we still have to be excited about. We all should be excited. We handled our business, man. We're in control of our own destiny. And that's exactly what we needed to get done this weekend. And we got it done. And we did it in a fashion that was appeasing to the Raider Nation's eyes, right? I mean, the philosophy, the scheme, it all came together. We were much more aggressive on offense. We were much more efficient and disciplined on defense. And as a whole, as a team, as a whole, we were much more disciplined, right? We had very little penalties compared to in Tampa. But I want to touch base on that real quick before I let you guys know about tonight's broadcast. When we were in Tampa, the one thing that stood out to me, outside of all the penalties and everything else that we had to deal with in Tampa, the offense started to show a lot more life. Bill Musgrave called the type of game that was much more aggressive, and we used some things that we talk about on the Will to Win all the time. We used our tight ends more, which Jack Del Rio talked about before we headed into Tampa. We used our running backs out of the backfield more efficiently, hitting them on wheel routes, not just hit them on little 2-yard stop routes out of the backfield. And that was a sign of things to come as we entered into the game against Denver on Sunday night. You know, got Clive Walford. We could have used the tight ends a little more, sure, but I think the game plan as a whole really shined, and it all came from the running game. I like to see that continue, but I'm in my philosophy, in my way of thinking, I do believe that Bill Musgrave, Jack Del Rio is ready to really let Carr go. Let the car go, right? Start the car, let the car go, car insurance, all the little great puns that we have for Derek Carr and his name. But it's time to let this thing rip. This guy has proven that he can keep his composure in the pocket. He makes good reads. He makes good decisions. And then we got the running game going. This offensive line was built to run the football. And that's what we got to see against the Denver Broncos on Sunday night. So everything is really slowly but surely starting to come together. And that's what the whole broadcast is going to be about tonight, okay, is how we got to this point. How did we hit this midseason point? We're on our bye. Yes, we're one game into the third quarter of the season, but this is our midseason point. We're on a bye. How did we get to be 7-2? What were some of the hurdles that we had to overcome? And what have we seen, especially in the last 3 weeks, that really got us even more optimistic than we were at the beginning of the season? There's a lot of us that believe that we could go 10-6 when we started the season. Now we're sitting at a point where we're talking more like 12-4, maybe 13-3 as we head into this back half of the season. The schedule is favorable to a point. We got the Kansas City Chiefs that we have to face. These are all the things we're going to cover tonight on our live broadcast starting at 5:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to have some guests on that we're going to ask some questions. We're going to have some analysts on. We're going to have some YouTubers on. We're going to ask them some questions about what they saw from this Raider football team as we headed in through the first part of the season, what they saw, what they liked, what they didn't like, what did they see moving forward. We've got some big pieces coming back. There's so much to cover. There's so much to talk about. We have a saying on the Will to Win that Raider talk is always in season. So even though we don't have a game coming up this week, there's so much that we need to talk about. We need to talk about the process that started with Reggie McKenzie back in 2012 all the way up until now, where Jack Del Rio has really taken the reins of this football team and has developed a brand, a culture, a winning culture. And it's something that we should be excited about. There's a lot of things going on. So here's the format. Starting at 5:00, we're going to bring on a guest. We're going to ask him some questions. And then from 5:30 till 6:00, we are opening up the phone lines. That's right. You're hearing it right now. We are opening up the phone lines to take your guys. We want to hear from you guys as well, the whole Raider Nation. It's a platform we're building where you guys can call the number, and I'm going to give you the number here in a minute, where you guys could call the show tonight and let us know what you guys think, what you guys liked, what you guys didn't like, what you guys expect moving forward. What do you predict our season-ending record to be? Do you still believe we're a 10-6 team? Do you believe we were a 12-4 team? Do you believe we were a 13-3 team? Do you think we can run the gambit here? Do you think that we could be 14-2? I mean, there's a lot of things that are really intriguing as we move forward into our bye week. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the number that you guys can call. We'll open the lines about around 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. The phone number you can call is 1-888-912-9846. That's 1-888-912-9846. We're going to make the line hot around 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, where you guys could call in, get on the show, let us know what you guys think. And one key thing that I want to let everybody know, as the Raiders reinsert themselves back into the top of the AFC West, back as a relevant force in the NFL in general, the whole culture has changed. So we want to let you guys know that we will be taking your live phone calls. However, we do have some rules. We do keep it G. All right. So there is no cursing. Please refrain from foul language. We have a very large young audience that follow us on YouTube as well here on Oakland Raider Football Live. So we want to make sure that we present ourselves that is family friendly. We want to be a family friendly show. We want to make sure that we put out really good Raider content that is appeasable to all ears and all eyes. So just keep that in mind. If you call in the show tonight, that, we want to keep the language. If foul language is used, we'll have to hang up on you. And it's nothing personal. We just have of wide young audience that we want to make sure that we protect and raise them right. All right. So make sure that you guys call in. Make sure you guys tune in. We'll be going live on YouTube as well as Facebook, 5:00 tonight, Pacific Standard Time, where we're going to talk to guests. I'm going to go ahead and run down the guest list we have so far. So far, we're going to have Stephen Michaels from the Raiders Daily. We're going to have Raider John from Confessions of a Raider Fan on YouTube, as well as a guy from Let It Rip Sports on YouTube. I believe his name is Eldridge. I don't remember his last name off the top of my head. So we're going to have a few guests on. We're looking to line some more up. And like I said, we're going to fire up the phone lines at 5:30 so you guys could call in. So I'm going to give you that number one more time. 912-9846. That's 1-888-912-9846. The phone lines will be live and open at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. All right, guys. So just one more time, just some things to look forward to. We're going to be talking about the first half of the season. We're going to be talking about Reggie McKenzie. We're going to be talking about Jack Del Rio. We're going to be talking about Bill Musgrave, Derek Carr. We're going to talk about the resurgence that's going to happen on defense once we get Mario Edwards Jr. back. We're going to be talking about the potential return of one Aldon Smith, who's looking all yoked and ripped up and ready to go, and how that's going to impact our defense as we move forward. You know, there's so much that we could talk about. How about that matchup on Thursday night coming up in about a month against the Kansas City Chiefs? What about the importance of that game? We'll cover that tonight as well. So there's so much that we got to get into. We want to hear from you guys. We want your voices to be heard. We're all one family. There's only one nation, First Nation, Raider Nation, and you can get it all here on Oakland Raider football as well as Will to Win on YouTube. So whether you're following us on YouTube or you're following us on Facebook, make sure you tune in tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We'll kick things off. The phone lines will be open at 5:30. We'll bring on some more guests at 6 o'clock, and we'll run it until 6:30. So make sure you tune in. Much love. Remember, nation, we're 7-2. We are on top of the AFC West. We're in control of our own destiny. We take it, you know, the team has to take it one day at a time, but as analysts, we got to look ahead and kind of break this thing down and figure out how we got here and how we need to approach this moving forward. That's all I'm going to have today. We look forward to seeing you guys tonight. We want to hear from you. Make sure you call the number now. 5:30. The phone lines will be hot. So one more time, 1-888-912-9846 will be the number. That's 1-888-912-9846. Can't wait for tonight, guys. We look forward to hanging out with you, talking some Raider football, and please call the number. All right. Until tonight, I am the night, and y'all stay Raider strong. All right. I'm signing off on YouTube now. That was Facebook. Love you guys. We'll see you guys tonight at 5 o'clock.